Trey Sesler posted on YouTube under the name Mr. Anime. In his videos, Sesler reviewed anime, but in February of 2012 he posted a video titled Mr. Anime is planning something. Just the following month, the world would come to learn exactly what he had been planning.
The thing about my family is I would protect them with my life. But at the same time, if anyone was going to hurt them, it was going to be me.
At around 1 p.m. on the 20th of March 2012, police in Waller, Texas were asked to conduct a welfare check on the Sesler family. A relative had become concerned after she couldn't get in contact with the family. The responding officers pulled up outside of their home in Waller County and approached the front door. They knocked and announced their presence, but nobody came. The officers then scanned the vicinity of the home, and as they peered into one of the windows, they observed that the home was in complete disarray. As they peeked into another window, something much more ominous caught their eye: a body. It was evident that the home was a crime scene, so the responding officers kicked in the front door and proceeded from room to room. Inside, it took them just a matter of seconds to take in the carnage. In the master bedroom, they found Lawton and Rhonda Sesler surrounded by a puddle of their own blood. In the bathroom, they found the lifeless body of their 26-year-old son, Mark. They had all been shot dead with a high-powered rifle. Scattered throughout the home, the responding officers found casings, broken glass, and blood. Waller Police Chief stated of the scene, "The crime scene was not contained to one area of the residence. It was from one end of the residence to the other, front to back, which is unusual." Lawton was a 5th grade teacher at Robinson Elementary School, while Rhonda worked at a local newspaper. The couple had been married for 34 years. They were a hard-working couple, providing their 2 sons with a middle-class lifestyle. Rhonda was described as the quintessential mother, who was always ready with lemonade and cookies. As for Lawton, he was a highly regarded teacher who made lifelong connections with his students. It was immediately noticed that somebody was missing from inside the home: the couple's other son, 22-year-old Trey Sesler. He was immediately identified as the main suspect in the murders after investigators found writing on a wall inside the home, which ominously read, "I love my mum, dad and brother. Why did I do this? God forgive me, because I cannot forgive myself." Sesler was a successful YouTuber known as Mr. Anime. On his YouTube channel, he featured several amateur short films, some of which included his brother as an actor. On his YouTube, he was never shy about showing off his plethora of weapons. He was also an active user on Facebook, where he had posted, "I'm Trey, no nicknames or anything. I really like to take it easy and have a nice time. I'm really interested in my education as a college student, and I'm really excited about graduating in a few years." Sesler was named as the main suspect in the murder of his family, and a search to find him was immediately launched. The rest of the family were beside themselves with grief. As his aunt, Wida Frierson, said that she was in shock. She said Sesler, "I have to admit he was quite strange." She also revealed that Sesler had been under some kind of medical treatment, adding he would never do anything to his mother. He was crazy about his mother. According to one of Sesler's old friends, he was being treated for depression. He said that Sesler loved his older brother Mark, but had always hated school and his teachers. Investigators had noticed that Sesler's car was missing from the family home, so naturally they began searching for it. On Tuesday evening, they spotted his car parked at home near Magnolia. It was the home of one of Sesler's friends. Investigators arrested Sesler at the scene. He was in possession of 2 guns and body armour. The significance of these items would emerge within hours. Following Sesler's arrest, investigators began looking into a motive. Sesler himself would soon provide one. He revealed to investigators that he had killed his parents because he had been planning a Columbine-style attack at a local school, and he didn't want his family to be ashamed of his actions. He further revealed that in preparation for the mass murder, he had been shooting livestock to build up the courage to shoot students. Chillingly, there was a pet grave at the home which consisted of a cross with the pet's name along with the words, "Forgive me." During the confession, Sesler had stated, "The thing about my family is I would protect them with my life, but at the same time, if anyone was going to hurt them, it was going to be me."
And I fire about 4 times, and I don't know where she gets hit, but I know it's somewhere in the torso area, and she falls like a ton of bricks.
He detailed the events of the murders, telling investigators he had killed his mother first in the garage and then realised that there was no turning back.
After I did that, it was like, well, I'm already committed, really. Can't really go to my brother and my dad and be like, yeah, I just killed our mom.
He killed his brother next before finally killing his father. Sesler chillingly said to investigators, "I didn't want anyone to be suffering, lying on the floor for hours, moaning and groaning, so I was like, I've got to retrace with a more powerful weapon and shoot them again." When he was asked why he did it, he responded, "They were the first immediate human targets in my sight. If I was going to go out and do anything, they would have to go." As his family lay slaughtered in their home, Sesler drove over to Waller High School. He was armed with an assault rifle and more than 100 rounds. He sat in the parking lot and recalled to investigators,
"And if I was going to go out and do anything, they would have to go." And I'm like, there's my opportunity. Go ahead, go get it. Right after I had killed the family, it was on my mind to do that.
He then considered committing the school shooting at Waller High School's homecoming game, stating,
I was thinking, well, I could creep across the field and open up on the home stands and probably cause more mayhem with people trying to get away.
Ultimately, Sesler decided against committing the shooting, telling investigators maybe it was what happened was just too real. When Sesler wasn't creating videos for his YouTube channel, he was studying and grading serial killers and mass shooters. Over the preceding years, he had collected at least 6 weapons and a considerable amount of ammunition that he stockpiled at his parents' home as well as his grandmother's home in Hempstead. Police chief stated, "We prevented something horrible from possibly happening, I think I can say with pretty high confidence." While Sesler's videos on YouTube were mostly seemingly innocent, there was one he posted in February which was titled, "Mr. Anime is planning something." In this video he announced, "I want to thank you for sticking with me and watching the channel. Everything is going really good." What he was planning he never disclosed in the video, but the world would come to learn exactly what it was in the following months. Sesler was charged with capital murder and was ordered to be held on a $3 million bond. According to investigators, as Sesler was confessing to the gruesome triple murder, he showed some degree of remorse, with Waller County Sheriff stating he did cry more than once. He was showing some remorse. He's certainly aware of what he's done. After making the confession, Sesler confessed to a variety of other crimes, including killing animals, shooting at empty buildings, and setting fires. He had also killed the family pets, but claimed to his family that they had been run over. In August of 2012, Trey Sesler pleaded guilty to the murders of his parents and brother. He was automatically handed a sentence of life in prison. After the sentencing, his defense attorney commented, "This is a great tragedy, and there was no good outcome, so Trey felt comfortable with the sentence and the survivors of the victims can now have closure. The community will be protected. That seemed like the best outcome." If you enjoyed this video, then please do like and subscribe. It really does mean the world to me. Until next time, take care, friends.